And it's Thursday, folks. Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. Today is the 26th of June. We're going to look at the markets. We're going to look at the Bitcoin charts, and then we'll jump into news articles and Bitcoin and Say and all the good stuff that we all love and wait for to see on the Crypto Father channel. Right? Also, do remember to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you're here, if you are just stopping by and you stumble up on this content and it's of interest to you, if you've been visiting regularly and you haven't subscribed yet, just do it right now. The market cap jumped by about $200 billion. We're at $3,423 billion, $98 billion in trading volume. Bitcoin at $107,000. Very nice to see. It's been a while. Ethereum still below 2,500. 2,500 was the place that Ethereum was supposed to hold its own, and it broke below that, and now we've got, well, this is the Ethereum that we've got right now. But Solana $145, but Say is doing something else. Not Sui, Say is another token. Say, here we go. Say is ranked 68, but Say had a nice 70% pump here from 17 cents to 30 cents. So I'll talk about that. There's an article about that, why that's happening. ADA is at 57 cents, a bit red ADA is looking, and Litecoin at $84. On the Bitcoin charts, Bitcoin is pushing above this Fibonacci support, and the next stop is the 109 all-time high from the previous top right here. That needs to be broken. If Bitcoin does manage to break above that, then we should see some further upside from here. We're going to draw another fib retracement here from the previous low to the high. Then we will get another here's another resistance right here at $107,000. So this is another stop for Bitcoin to break above, and then once it does break above that, then we have the resistance at 109,000, like I said, the previous all-time high. So this is what we're looking at. The Ethereum charts right now, it's forming a red candle on the daily and struggling with the support at 2,462. Again, it needs to break above this resistance, and then we could see more upside for Ethereum again, like we did see before. It broke above that support or that resistance in the past, and we did see it nicely skirting along this channel here before Bitcoin and everything else broke down below that again. So now we got to make our way above that again, slowly but surely. The total altcoin market cap it's looking very similar to the chart of Ethereum. But Say saw 70% as wallet growth and on-chain activity hit new highs. Say jumped more than 40% on a single day and is up 70% on the week as a surge in users and fresh ETF buzz appear to be drawing attention. If you don't know what Say is, I talked about Say in the past. Say is a layer 1 blockchain designed for decentralized finance, high-frequency trading, and real-time digital exchanges. It uses parallel processing, scalability, and efficiency to provide unmatched transaction speeds. According to data from on-chain analytics platform DApp, Say now ranks second only to Coinbase's layer 2 network Base in wallet count, with nearly 8.3 million wallets, representing a 76% increase in the last month and making the most rapidly growing chain by this metric. Say could be the new gem. Sui has been talked about, and it's not they attempted to bring in the hype for Sui, and it hasn't really solidified that much. Now it's time for Say. You might be beginning to see a little bit more action, a bit more activity on Say, so this might be a good time to pick up some Say and secure some gains. Barclays to ban crypto transactions on credit cards from Friday. Chainlink and Coinbase are setting up new routes to acquire Bitcoin to bring in more awareness to cryptocurrencies by joining forces with MasterCard with credit cards, and Barclay is turning the other way around and it's going in the opposite direction, it seems. The move comes as a debate is unfolding in the UK on whether users should be allowed to buy cryptocurrencies with credit cards. And United Kingdom-based bank Barclays will begin blocking crypto transactions made through its Barclay credit card starting Friday, citing risks associated with cryptocurrencies volatility. Like, this is new. According to the bank's website, the decision was based on concerns over volatile token prices and the lack of regulatory guardrails for investors. We're doing this because a fall in the price of crypto assets could lead to customers finding themselves in debt they can't afford to repay, said Barclays, adding that, of course, if they're playing with leverage, then that would be the case. Otherwise, there's also no protection for crypto assets if something goes wrong. Yeah, we know all of that. And Bitcoin Hashrate sees fastest drop in years despite price surge. The oddity of that is that usually the price increases with an increase in hash rate. That's usually how it follows. More hash rate means more price increases. But unfortunately, for some strange reason, this is not the case with Bitcoin here. According to Bitcoin Magazine Pro, the Bitcoin hash rate is falling at one of the fastest rates in recent years, marking a sharp reversal after a long period of steady growth. This could be a foreboding that the Bitcoin price right now is being artificially inflated by institutional investors, because that's essentially the only thing that's going to be holding the price up right now. While mining fades and slows down, the price should begin to drop slowly, but it isn't. The chart shows that while Bitcoin price remains above 100,000, miner activity has started to decline significantly, a rare divergence between price and network security metrics. The sudden drop in hash rate follows years of near constant increases and raises questions about the economic pressure of miners, especially post-halving, which is still a reality no matter how Hayes or any other person tries to discredit it or dismiss it. The 4-year halving cycles do occur every 4 years, because that's how Bitcoin is programmed. As block rewards decline and electricity costs stay elevated, smaller or less efficient operations may be shutting down rigs, unable to sustain profitability. At some point in time, Bitcoin mining will become a strictly industrial activity, and small individual miners will not be able to sustain it due to unless they move out into the middle of Siberia and somehow find a way to generate electricity for free. This shift could reflect growing miner consolidation, strained margins, or broader structural adjustments in the mining sector. This could suggest that the market may be entering a new post-halving phase where mining becomes increasingly competitive and capital intensive. With Bitcoin holding firm and hash rate dropping, industry watchers are keeping a close eye on how this impacts network security, difficulty adjustments, and long-term miner viability. Solana price prediction: institutional demand hits new high, $1,000 SOL incoming. Man, would not be nice. But so far, Solana is still struggling to regain that $150 that we saw a little while ago, so I'm not sure if we're going to see $1,000 Solana anytime soon. Sharing its data on X, Glassnode posted yesterday that the surge in SOL CME contract suggests institutional investors are positioning aggressively as price rebounds to $145. So there's massive amounts of buying. CME futures volume hit an all-time high of 1.75 million contracts, the highest on record. So there you go. That's what's happening on Solana. We could see a price surge. I'm not sure that we're going to see a Solana, $1,000 Solana anytime soon. Maybe towards the end of the cycle. Maybe not even this year, because I mean that would be a massive pump. And the U.S. Federal Housing Finance Agency orders Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to count Bitcoin and crypto as an asset when assessing mortgage eligibility. That's interesting because Bitcoin is entering real estate, and JP Morgan is talking about a 40% chance of recession in second half with tariffs. JP Morgan, I don't like the Jamie Dimon, man. I'm so biased. Just from hearing him talk over the past year, I really dislike his personality. I really dislike what he stands for and the hypocrite that he is, Jamie Dimon, and therefore the bank. But so Already they're talking about 40% chances of recession because they're scooping up Bitcoin, maybe ETFs, and they'll be dumping everything on the market. Believe me, he will be the very first guy to dump Bitcoin as soon as there is sign of a recession. And so the bear market will come. It will be there. Blackstone, Tether co-founder launch 1 billion crypto fund. More crypto funds are being launched every single day. Every single day I see article about another crypto fund, another Bitcoin fund, another Ethereum fund. There's just non-stop. Blackstone, Tether co-founder plan 1 billion crypto fund launch, focus on investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. This could drive more institutional investment, interest in crypto. Of course, but this is like a daily occurrence by now. Trump calls Fed Powell a very stupid person. Man, this guy, Trump is a hoot. Already interviewing new chair candidates. Trump says he's considering 3 to 4 candidates to replace Fed chair amid rising tensions over interest rate policy. So he really wants to see those interest rate cuts, and Powell is really not leaning in that way. Powell testifying before Congress defends the Fed's cautious approach and signals no immediate rate cuts. Basically, Trump wants to turn on the money printers, and Powell is saying no. Coinbase launches Cardano and Litecoin wrapped token CBADA CBLTC on Base. Previously, Coinbase released CB Doge and CBXRP in early June, finishing the launches previewed on May 13th. We haven't really seen that much of a pump on Doge and XRP, so I'm not sure what's going to happen on ADA and Litecoin. We haven't seen much action on those tokens since the launch of these wrapped coins, wrapped tokens. Each synthetic token is backed one by one by the underlying asset held in Coinbase custody, and proof of reserves pages list on the on-chain addresses securing the collateral. Not sure what the point is of wrapping ADA. I guess the only reason for introducing wrapped tokens is to, I don't know, provide other means of making more money or creating more money out of thin air. CB to provide liquidity and all that stuff. It's just so convoluted. This whole DeFi ecosystem is so convoluted, and they keep coming up with more and more stuff, which is probably going to open up the doors for hacks, scams, and exploits. It's just, I think it's at some point it's just going to get too much. It's going to get too much, too convoluted, too confusing, and people will be losing money left and right. Coinbase, the likes of Coinbase and whatever institution is going to be offering these convoluted wrapped coins or liquidity pools and so forth, will be making money, while the investors will be losing it, because they'll be losing track of all the coins, all the wrapped tokens that they have on the platforms, on the blockchains. Privacy Pool adds stablecoin support for private Ethereum transfers. Privacy Pools, the on-chain privacy solution backed by Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin, is adding support for stablecoins, according to an announcement on Wednesday. By doing this, they're providing a pathway for using assets like USDT and USDC like cash. According to an announcement on Wednesday, the protocol plans to add support for Tether, Circle USDT, Tether USDT and USDC, and Sky's algorithmic DAI stablecoin. Privacy Pools was created by crypto veterans as a way to enable on-chain privacy while remaining compliant. Users connect to the protocol using a compatible OXBO wallet to deposit ERC20 tokens. The protocol uses zero-knowledge proofs to enable users to withdraw freshly anonymized assets into new shielded addresses. Basically, it's a money laundering way of laundering your money. You bring in your assets and then you filter them out, and they come out brand spanking new, untraceable, which is not a bad thing. And FHFA explores Bitcoin and crypto as collateral for mortgages. More use cases for Bitcoin. Sharplink Gaming doubles down on ETH with 30.6 million. BUY becomes world's largest public holder. We should see a nice pump on Ethereum, because it's not only Bitcoin that is being used as a crypto reserve currency. Ethereum is being placed alongside Bitcoin for that very same purpose. They've acquired 188,478 ETH, which is approximately 457 million at current prices. This represents one of the audacious corporate crypto strategies since MicroStrategy's Bitcoin accumulation campaign. So we've got Strategy accumulating Bitcoin, and then there is Sharplink Gaming accumulating ETH. That's it for today's news. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel, pick up a Descent wallet, ref links below the video. You get a discount on one, get a discount on two, better discount on two than on one. Check out the links below the video, get yourself a Descent wallet. Check out the videos that I posted on Descent. They're giving away a bunch of free stuff, NFTs, and a bunch of free crypto if you start using the wallet. So do that, get yourself some free crypto, some free NFTs. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic Thursday, man. I can't believe it's Thursday. Back tomorrow with more news, more updates. Thank you for your support. See you. Peace.